Hello everyone, welcome to the Red Men TV. It is the player ratings after Liverpool beat Arsenal, and I mean beat Arsenal by 3 goals. Now the Alisson poll is open. If you want to vote for player ratings for Alisson Becker, then type in !vote space and a number out of 10. Press that enter key and your vote will be counted along with everybody else who's voted to gain a general consensus for Alisson Becker and how many points he deserved out of 10 for this player ratings. But my words, that was a great performance by Liverpool in the end, wasn't it? Really tough sort of first half, feeling them out, putting a good foundation in for the second half, and we launched from that second half. But Alisson Becker was absolutely sound, wasn't he? I mean, didn't have too much to do, all told, to be honest with you. We're going to start the vote again, I think, for Alisson Becker. But he didn't have too much to do, did he? I think, you know, the best part of his game tonight really was his sort of patient passing. And that's what I really loved from him tonight. So I think we've restarted the vote now. So if you do want to vote, then please do try again. Sorry about that. !vote space and a number out of 10, and then press that enter key. And fingers crossed it does actually start working for Alisson Becker this time. But look, he was calm. I mean, he should be getting a 10 out of 10 just for the tash, to be perfectly honest with you, because my word, he looks cool with the tash, doesn't he? And there's some people who can pull it off. Alisson is probably one of them. There's some people who can't. It would be me. Not because I can't grow a tash. I can't, but I wouldn't be able to pull it off either. The Alisson Becker one isn't. I can see loads of 8s. I can see loads of 10s coming in now anyway. I think for me personally, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. We'll try and get that vote open for Trent Alexander-Arnold then next time, mate. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. There's not too much to talk about there. As say, I think Arsenal only had a couple of shots, and one of them probably shouldn't have been. It was a sort of paltry header, really, that he just sort of claimed. But yeah, he was sound, mate. There was nothing wrong with him. So let's hope that the Trent Alexander-Arnold poll is working. That is now open. And you type in !vote space, a number out of 10, and let's see if it's working. It doesn't look like it's working, does it, to me? We're just going to boot them, to be honest. We'll sack the polls off and we'll just go through it. If you want to get your votes in, though, just keep typing them in there, because I think I can just sort of look and get a general sort of consensus. You don't need to bother with the exclamation marks and all that. Just put a number out of 10 and put a name next to it for me, and I'll count them. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, for me, that's exactly the type of performance that I was hoping to see from Trent tonight. After all the fucking talk about the England thing and being left out of the squad and all that, he comes in tonight and he breaks the deadlock, doesn't he, by an unbelievable assist for Diogo Jota. I mean, let's just talk about it. First of all, he lets the ball past him. And secondly, he spies exactly what he's going to do. And it's not only the fact that he puts loads of power on the cross for Diogo to head in beyond Leno, but it's also the way that he gets the ball up and down. So he doesn't give the centre-back any opportunity, really, to get there, because it just sort of, he launches it and then it comes down dead quick with bend and whip and power and everything. It's fucking superb. And look, Aubameyang's a top draw striker, and Aubameyang had nothing today. And, you know, first sort of 25 minutes, I felt like Trent was sort of just feeling it out and seeing how Aubameyang was playing. And he noticed that Aubameyang was dropping back and helping Arsenal to defend and stuff, and he gained a little bit of confidence from that. And then every time he get forward, he was picking his opportunities really well. Wasn't wasteful running forwards and stuff like that. He really was superb, so in every phase and every facet of his game, as it were. So yeah, he picked his opportunities really well, gets an absolutely outstanding assist. I can see Marino at large just goes 9. Isver says 10. Muhammad Ali says 10. Yeah, so 10 from Moward and stuff like that. I'm going to give Trent a 9 out of 10 personally. But yeah, look, 9s, 10s out of 10, absolutely sound, loving all of that. Nat Phillips, I mean, the lad not only loves headers, he loves clean sheets. And that's what we saw tonight from Nat Phillips, didn't we? I mean, it was just ridiculous. He wins 6 of 7 aerial duels on the night. And, you know, I'm going to talk about the 2 centre-backs together. I don't really want to sort of talk about them individually, because I think Nat Phillips is going to get the plaudits. Nat Phillips would probably get Phillips 9 there, says Dickie Oired, one of our YouTube members. Thank you for that one, Dickie. I think that's spot on. I think a 9 out of 10 is exactly where Nat Phillips is. And I'm going to just throw some shouts in there for Kabak as well, please. While we do, Shady Penguin UK just says 11. Andy Dyke says 10 out of 10. Kevin says Nat 8. For me, look, Nat Phillips is going to get higher mark than Kabak, and because he was more involved. But it's a partnership centre-backs, isn't it? The two of them playing together. Paul used the word in the comms and stuff. It's that dovetailing, and Nat Phillips is the aggressor and Kabak's the guy who's going to sit back a little bit and watch things and hopefully not have to be needed. And I think the two of them work really well as a partnership, and for that, you know, based on sort of stats and his headers, I think he does win 3 of 3 headers tonight anyway, Kabak. I think he does probably get a lower mark, but it's the two of them. As I say, it's a partnership. That he can't be so brave and so aggressive if he doesn't trust that Kabak's there to clean anything up that he doesn't get. Now, we're fortunate in that Phillips just loves heading the ball and wins headers all the time as well. But I like that as a partnership. His reading of the game looks pretty good to me, Kabak. And you know that one time he did, Nat Phillips get out of position. He goes to win a header and goes forward, and he gets back in Arsenal on the attack. And Phillips is literally pointing and going, get Kabak over there, and that's partnership, that's centre-back play, and that's brilliant for me. And we'll move on to Andy Robbo now as well. I'm just going to read one chat from Tajul Arafin Shahul Hamid. Wow, 4 names that are probably fucked up there. Sorry, mate. Kabak and Phillips looking as accomplished as a duo as Bert and Ernie. Nice one. Yeah, I think you're right, though, to be honest with you. Get some marks in for Robbo for me now as well, because I think he was probably the quieter of the back four, as it were. I think, you know, a couple of 9s and an 8 so far. For me, Robertson, only player this season, I think, to play every single Premier League game for us. You know, he's rested towards the end of the game, which is good. Hopefully there's no injury or anything there. But I'm going to give Robbo a 7.5 because I think it was a little bit of a quieter game, but he still gets forward when he needs to, still puts a couple of decent crosses, still creates one key chance, I think it is as well, when I was looking at the stats and stuff like that. But I can see lots of 7s and 8s, so it's the reason I've probably picked what you guys were thinking there as well. Fabinho in the centre of the park, I think he gets the man of the match from Sky and stuff like that, and I can't disagree with that, to be honest with you, because I think once again we're seeing what happens when you put a proper DM in front of 2 proper centre-halves. And Fabinho, for me, gives Thiago a little bit more licence to go forward. He gave Milner a little bit licence to join the attack tonight, because you know that Arsenal are going to struggle to get past you. And Martin Odegaard, you know, a young lad who's come in and lots of talk about him, did absolutely nothing. And I thought the 3 midfielders did really well tonight. I think it was really tough, really congested in the centre of the park and stuff, but together they marshalled that really well. So Fabinho, for me, I mean, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10, to be honest, because I just don't think you can play that role much better than what he's done tonight. And, you know, the ball in for Mo Salah, it's absolutely superb. And Trent plays it from the right-hand side, doesn't he? Plays it into Fabinho. Fabinho has to step into that place to make himself available for the pass. And then first time, over the top, into space, gets the assist from Mo Salah. Obviously, you know, Mo Salah has a lot of work to do, but it's a great ball. And we've missed that from the DM role as well, haven't we? While Fabinho's been playing centre-half this season. I just think it's absolutely superb. Like, I just had a little comment here from Rapid Fire. You know what, lads? It's amazing how happy I am right now. And it's not just because of Liverpool's performance. It's mostly because of Liverpool's performance. But it's also the fact that results have gone our way. And we're able to put a little bit of pressure on the teams that are going to be playing tomorrow and Monday night, isn't it? You know, that Chelsea one's a big one. And we've capitalised. We've gone to a tough place to go and get a result. And we've absolutely dicked Arsenal in the eye, which I'm all for, to be perfectly honest with you. So Thiago then, I'm going to give him, let me know some of your marks and stuff like that. I can already see Nathan Boyle's gone with an 8. Chuck Bass has gone with an 8. Matt's debater, oh come on, why? He's gone with an 8. Should have fucking read that before I said it. Oh well, you live and you learn. 8 out of 10 is exactly what I'd have gone for as well. And I thought he was much better first half maybe, than a little bit quieter second half. That was better. I don't think he did anything wrong second half. I noticed him more in the first half when he was sort of controlling the tempo of the game and stuff like that. But some really lovely close control from Thiago in the centre of the park. And when the game is congested in the centre of the park, then Thiago's a perfect player for that, because his first touch always seems to take him into a yard of space, and then he's able to keep possession, keep the ball moving and stuff. So brilliant from him. James Milner as well. Let's move on to him. But Devon Bard's already gone in there with a 7. Robin Chabra, 7.5. Great display from the pool. Top 4 is a must. Spurs could be the team to keep an eye on. Darren Clark says, thank you very much, mate. So Milner, I mean, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 as well. And I can see there, Kevin's just gone straight in with a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 because I thought, I really enjoyed the way Saska's bringing in a Milner 9 as well. I loved the fact that he was just solid. And, you know, A lot of talk in the game, before the game, of why are you starting James Milner and stuff like that. That's why you start James Milner. Goes in there, he puts himself about, makes it difficult. And again, it's not just one of them, it was the three of them tonight. They all did their job really well. Liverpool won the midfield battle. Liverpool won the game because they win the midfield battle, because they're solid at the back, because we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold there to whip incredible balls in and stuff as well. But Milner does a job, man. And then, you know what, you need to rest Andy Robertson. Hopefully it's a little bit of a resting towards the end of the game and nothing serious. Milner there, solid as you like at left back as well. So that's why I've given him an 8 out of 10. We'll move on then. Mo Salah next, of course, gets a goal. Meg's the keeper as well. He's getting extra points just for Meg and the keeper. But it's brilliant. I mean, he has Gabriel's pants down. He beats him to the ball, gets him behind. A little bit of a poor touch maybe. Does that then open it up so that he doesn't pass the ball? Who knows? But there was a touch in the middle between when he gets past Gabriel, when he gets to Bert Leno, where I think he kind of miscontrols it slightly. And I think that actually lends him to scoring a goal. And he megs the keeper and stuff like that. Loads of 9s there. Andrew Pollard with a 9. Cop 99. Copman 99 says 10. Andrew Dyke says 8 out of 10. 9.5 there from Adam Sheehan. I'm gonna go with yous and go 9 out of 10 then. For Mo, obviously gets the goal. First half, he didn't get any opportunities. He didn't get a shot off. Spoke about it at half time. Can you get him in front of goal? Yes. He maybe should have had a second to it later on in the game as well. I think he was getting pulled all over the place between the defender and the goalkeeper, and I think Mane probably could have scored from that one as well. But it is what it is, and Liverpool just run out the 3-0 winners in the end, which was more than enough, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not greedy. Well, I mean, I am, look at me. But anyway, next then is Sadio Mane. Yeah, I thought he was good first half. I thought he got himself into some really good positions. I thought he took that early cross to Mo Salah. I thought, you know, that could have gone one way or the other, couldn't it? Slightly behind Mo in the end. It goes through the defender's legs and stuff like that. But I actually thought I wanted him to take the ball on and go for an opportunity himself there. And he feels like a lad who's a bit short of confidence in front of goal at the moment. And, you know, still a good performance, still working really hard. You know, when we were getting those chances first half, it seemed to be coming down that left-hand side and Mane breaking into a little bit of space and stuff. Paul Wynn says 7 out of 10. Rabult says 8. Meltwater says 8. Daniel Williams says 8. Kevin Ford says 8. So yeah, that's what I had down for him as well, to be honest. An 8 out of 10. So I'm going to stick with you guys as well, stick with my own. And then it's Bobby Firmino. And Bobby, for me tonight, drop us some scores in for Bobby as well, please. Apologies to everyone who's still using the vote mechanism. The poll's not working for some reason. We don't know why, but it is what it is. Bobby had that one good shot in the first half, didn't he, where you know, he hit it with his laces and it sort of bends off to the right-hand side and away from goal. And I thought it was a good all-round display from Bobby. I liked it when he was dropping deep. Some really nice close control. He was winning the ball back deep in the second half as well. But for me, what I really loved was when he moved into the 10 when we brought Diogo Jota on. And that's what that really excites me, if you can get the four of them playing together, because Bobby's got all the tools to be able to play that 10 in a very pressing manner, yet he's able to open a defence as well with a great ball, and we saw that as well tonight from him. So lots of 7s coming in for Bobby there. 1-9 there I can see from Nicholas. 8 from Alex Flaherty. 7 from Joseph Asana. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 because I really liked the performance when he moved into the 10. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think him and Mane were about the same and stuff like that. I really like this performance tonight. Bobby obviously doesn't get the goal, but you know, yeah, it is what it is again. Diogo Jota then obviously comes on, 2 goals. Come on, what more can you give the lad? Plays for half an hour, scores 2 goals. 10 out of 10. It's that simple, really, isn't it? I mean, he just seems to exist right now for scoring goals. You know, he's scored a few headers for us recently. Is it 3 of his last 4 goals, or 3 of his last 5 maybe headers? And you know, it's a good header. He gets the ball on target. It's got loads of power from the Trent cross. But it's that second goal that I really love, and not because it's a hard goal to score or anything like that. It's his poacher's mentality that he brings into the game. Like Mane's got it. Salah plays a nice little ball into him. Mane turns, and Diogo just streams in, beats the right back, is it Callum Chambers, and just says it's fucking mine, and just smashes the ball in the back of the net. And he's just he's just a goal scorer, mate. He's just a poacher. I can't believe Wolves let him go after scoring so many goals last season, and we've missed him so much. But he's really putting a marker down and saying to the other lads, look, if you drop off at all, I'm going to be in. Even if you don't drop off, I believe I can get into this side. And, you know, again, before the game, big talk whether Diogo should have started. Well, no, he shouldn't have, because he scored 2 goals off the bench. And maybe that's what we needed from tonight. Maybe we needed to get Firmino some minutes. Maybe we needed to see Firmino in the 10 with the other 3 all up in front. But it's the movements as well, isn't it? It's Diogo, it's Mane, because you think about... You know, Trent wins that ball from a poor clearance by Gabriel. I think they're actually trying to pass it out from the back. It's not really a clearance. Trent wins the ball. Salah gets the ball, moves it across. Mane's in the centre then. Diogo's on the left-hand side. So they switch quite effortlessly at times. And he just comes in and fires the ball into the back of net. Absolutely sound. Gini Wijnaldum comes in and does Gini Wijnaldum things, as Paul said on the show. 7 out of 10 for him. Has a nice little shot as well. Thought he was going to score, he didn't. And then, of course, Reece Williams, 1 header, 7 out of 10 for Reece. Big header. Like the fact that he brought Reece Williams on. Hope it was not an injury for Kabak or anything like that. Obviously, didn't look like it. He looked happy and smiley when he comes off. Hope it was a little bit of an arm round. Reece Williams say, thanks, look, we're still in my plans, all that. Just sort of G him up a little bit, because kind of felt like he'd been bombed out a little bit, and maybe that's not quite the case. So there you go. Klopp. I loved that tonight from Jürgen. I think the substitution worked, perfect timing, softened them up nicely, bring Diogo on 3 minutes later or whatever it is, goal. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about this report, to be honest. We're doing the intermatch reaction about 5 to 10 minutes time. If you stay on here, if you've got nothing else to do, then do just stay on and you will be ported automatically over to the instant match reaction. If not, you can find that. Thank you to everybody who's liked. Thank you to everybody who's got involved with the player ratings as well. Massive credit to all of you. Yeah, we'll see you on the Instant Reaction very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.
Hey everyone, Mate here. I just wanted to let you know that we've managed to get hold of a final load of exclusive signed copies of our book, Champions of Everything. It comes filled with Matchday Diary's exclusive photos and some of the best and worst hot takes that followed Liverpool's campaign that saw us become champions of everything, winning the Super Cup on the back of being the champions of Europe, winning the Club World Cup in Qatar, and of course being crowned as Premier League champions after 30 years. The book is completely different to everything else out there on the moment. It is funny, it is insightful, it's a good laugh, and you can get the signed edition with a limited edition sticker pack right now, but they are in very limited numbers. We've managed to get hold of a couple of boxes for this one final run, so if you want one, get one now while stocks last. The link will be in the description.